Yeah, a lot of people are trying to spend some time outdoors. So the weather being very important this weekend. We do have some storm chances, and the weather pattern, it really hasn't changed a whole lot. The good news is, okay, as we get into the weekend, we do start to see a lot more of a drier forecast, but storm chances still remain. In fact, we've seen storms since really, well, as soon as the week started. But last night we had a wall of water that came in out of Texas, moving into western Oklahoma, and now this is what's left of that. Still starting to see actually a couple isolated showers popping up just out ahead of it as well. Watching that shower northwest of Kingfisher. It's also drifting to the north, but lots of light to moderate rain from Canton down to Thomas, Wodonga, Hydro, Hinton, all the way down to parts of Chickasha and Ninnekah. But zooming up to Woods County, some light to moderate rain in between Freedom and Alva. Bouse Junction seeing some very light rain, and in the parts of southern Oklahoma, some light rain now moving into Stevens County. So Duncan, Comanche, Temple, you're seeing areas of light rain, while Oklahoma City is dry for now. In fact, we've only seen 4/100ths of an inch of rain over the past 4 days. But look at western Oklahoma. This is wonderful news, because this is where the drought has been in that exceptional category, and this time exceptional is not a good thing. We definitely need to see that rain, and this is what's taken place just over the past 24 hours. Look at northwest of Mangum. We had one storm that developed after midnight, and it just sat there for so long. It was severe at times, obviously with the flash flooding, but also the very heavy rain, lots of lightning and some small hail with that as well. So 7.8 inches just from that one storm that is northwest of Mangum from very late last night, early this morning, but several locations picking up anywhere from 2.5 to almost over 4 inches of rain out west. So some great news out that way. In the meantime, it certainly looks like it wants to rain here in Oklahoma City, but it's not right now. This is our National Cowboy Museum camera, part of our Lucky Star SkyCam network. 74 degrees, south-southeast wind at 7, dew points in the low 60s. Where we do have the rain currently, temperatures in the mid 60s, but low to mid 70s across the metro, and then eastern Oklahoma, lots of upper 70s and low 80s with a southeast wind between about 5 to 15 miles an hour or so. So right now, you can see the showers that are still out to the west. Well, this pattern, again, it's just going to continue. We're going to continue to have these little waves that come in out of the west, and eventually in the afternoon, we're going to get some rain and storms that kind of redevelop. And the pattern, it's kind of messy. We don't have this big storm that's just kind of moving through the state, but we will see some isolated showers and storms start to pop up. The better location for that later this afternoon will still be in mainly central Oklahoma, but any one part of the state, you could still see some of those isolated showers and storms. And then the latest data bringing in another wall of water late tonight and into tomorrow morning, starting out west, and eventually will try to make its way into western Oklahoma by very early tomorrow morning. So today we're shooting for highs in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s across the east. But again, for this afternoon, any one location, we've got that slight chance of rain and storms. Late this evening, eventually those storms will move back into the panhandle. But overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, it's going to be a lot more likely out there. Still a slight chance as we get into tomorrow morning for some of that rain to make it back into Oklahoma City. Temperatures drop down into the upper 50s and low 60s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be back in the 70s and 80s. So the clouds and the rain not really holding us back. When we do get the rain to fall, temperatures go back down, but it's very temporary. During the afternoon tomorrow, a slight chance of rain and storms in Oklahoma City, but just to the west, it looks like that chance will be just a little bit higher, a lot like what it is right now. Saturday afternoon, start of the Memorial Day weekend, temperatures back in the upper 70s, low 80s, some mid 80s showing up in southeast Oklahoma, with just a 10% chance of an isolated shower storm. That if we were to get an isolated shower storm, it certainly wouldn't last very long. Higher storm chances will stay once again in western Oklahoma and out in the panhandle. So Oklahoma City for the next few days, temperatures staying in the low 80s through Memorial Day itself, with just a slight chance of rain and storms. But next week, it does look like the pattern does become a little bit more active with those higher chances of rain and storms, but temperatures don't really move a whole lot.
All right, looking forward to the weekend, Cass. Thanks so much. Still ahead.